Hey everybody, welcome to Caribou Paws Pet Foods. My name is Dorinka, and today I want to share with you an adventure that we went on yesterday. We booked an appointment for Toby, who's just over 9 months old, for a Titer test and actually an initial exam because he hasn't been to a vet yet. So Mills is in Armstrong. We're really impressed. Beautiful location, beautiful building, both inside and out. The staff were amazing. So if you could see Toby now, he's a big boy. So he traveled very well getting there, excuse me, and they were prepared. They had just the right treat to make Toby just do about anything they needed him to do. So he got weighed, he got his temperature done, he got, what else? That stethoscope. They did everything. And they took the Titer test. And for those of you who have been asking, like, what is it? Why are you doing it? So two things. First, I'm going to read out loud what is available on Google, but I'm just going to read it out loud. I will include it in the description below, and I absolutely welcome you to reach out to me if you have any questions, and I absolutely will follow up with another video on his results, because I think that's really important. So what is the Titer test? It is a laboratory procedure that detects the number of antibodies in your dog's bloodstream. The test typically tests for antibodies against canine distemper, canine parvovirus, canine adenovirus, and canine parainfluenza. And if I've mispronounced anything, feel free to correct me. That's okay. I'm doing my best. Titer testing involves taking a small sample of blood and testing it to identify the antibodies present with the sample. The test only covers parvovirus, canine distemper, and hepatitis. And I'm sure it says here the results of the test can appear confusing and may require an explanation by the vet. So the vet we saw yesterday will be calling us with the results. And she's very kind because it was quite the drive. It was about 3.5 hours from here. Yes, we do have a vet here locally. Yes, that vet can do that test. I'm not saying that it's not available locally and that I'm not choosing a local vet. As we've put Toby into training, and the dog trainer has requested, since he hasn't had any shots yet, to please get that test done. And so to see where he is with his immune system. And then the vet was also very kind, saying, would you like to take home a set of his first initial shots if the test shows that he could benefit from the vaccine? So I said, we're totally fine with that. So that was good to have that as an option. I just need to find someone that'll help me with that, which I'm sure I will. So that was a very interesting experience. I've never done this test before. I've heard from many that they've requested the test and they've been just told, well, just get the shots. It's so much more affordable, where yes, I will agree on that note. But like I said, with Toby and even with our other dogs, it's a constant learning experience. And the other nice thing with the vet is she's totally on board with feeding raw, but she made some very valid points that even if the packaging or the information online says that it is a balanced meal, it still might be missing some very important vitamins and minerals, which now I'm going to be looking into. And the 3 that she highlighted was vitamin D, zinc, and I believe I need to reach out back to her because I just wasn't prepared with a note paper. And I believe it was magnesium. So I'm going to confirm that. The zinc, vitamin D, I know 100%. So I want to look into that, see if the meals I'm feeding have that included, or do I need to add that on as a topper? And just one example is a raw egg. You figure out the weight of your dog, and you can just, or I would start slow. Instead of putting like half a dozen eggs, I would start with one and just go from there. So it's nothing difficult. You don't have to run out and get a bunch of supplements. It could just be a certain food item. It could be raw pumpkin seeds. So it's very simple to add on, and luckily our dogs will eat just about anything. So that's an easy addition. So we were both very, very impressed with the vet at Mills Veterinary Clinic out in Armstrong. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listen about our trip yesterday, and please like and subscribe if you would like to see and catch the next video, where I will then explain the phone call and the results for Toby. Thanks. Have a very nice day.